Democrats and rhinos are trying to remove Donald Trump from the ballot in New Hampshire and Florida. This goes to Asa Hutchinson. Traitors like Christie are trying to win by losing. I don't know what they're doing, but they're pushing it so hard now that's going to end up being the Supreme Court that saves Trump. It's going to be a decision. It will come down to it, I believe. I'll explain why and unpack this because it goes into a lot of legal theory about the 14th Amendment going against Trump. But first, tell me in the comments below, are you for Trump even if they remove him from the ballot? How will we vote for him? Write it in, whatever we'll do. We can't accept that. Okay, we can't accept having his name removed from the ballot. That is election interference, and that's the goal of this whole thing. Thank you all for subscribing. Do subscribe if you haven't found that bell yet. We need an army. We need a bunch of people behind us. Even if you're going to just sit there and comment with us, you're part of our community. So welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug. Now let's get to the headlines. This blew up over the weekend. I'm looking at all the headlines. There are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, over 20 articles now on Google talking about the 14th Amendment. This is the strategy's been there for a while, but now it's being formally tried. Now they're pushing, they're rolling it out. So here comes the news. It is now blowing up in culture. It's happening. Here's ABC News. 14th Amendment, Section 3, a new legal battle against Trump takes shape. And just so you know what the 14th Amendment, it says that any president who's been part of an insurrection, you're disqualified from office. And you heard during the debates, Asa Hutchinson and Christie say they could not put their hand up and support Trump because the Constitution forbids it. So that's what they're claiming. Now, they have a bit of dirty work ahead of them. First of all, Trump has not been found guilty of insurrection. They've tried accusing him of it. They've tried impeaching him for it. But they've not proven he's an insurrectionist. Number two, this is an insurrection, what the Democrats are doing and what the Republican rhinos are doing and trying to rip a leading candidate off the ballot. This is lawfare, a legal way to try to perform an insurrection. Here's political opinion. Legal scholars say the 14th Amendment bars Trump from office. Here's the Palm Beach Post. Florida attorney's 14th Amendment lawsuit aims to disqualify Trump. Here's Newsweek. A former prosecutor outlines ways to block Trump from the 2024 ballot. Daily Kos. Florida man sues to disqualify Trump under the 14th Amendment. MSNBC, why Christie needs to sue Donald Trump under the 14th Amendment. And Corky Messner meets with New Hampshire Secretary of State over questions about Donald Trump removing him from the ballot. All of that to say, problem is you can't get the insurrection thing to stick against Trump because here we go. I found this article over on Bloomberg. This is by Noah Feldman. This is from August 20th. It's titled, Alas, Trump is still eligible to run for office, because everyone's been going this route, right? The 14th Amendment prohibition on insurrectionists isn't going to save us from a Trump candidacy. So this guy's a anti-Trumper. He goes, it's not going to work. So this is my favorite kind of source to find, not someone who agrees with my politics, but someone who disagrees with my politics and hates Trump, who says, guys, this ain't going to work. That's my favorite. Here's the first paragraph. To state this argument is to see why it won't be followed by state officials. Was the January 6th attack on the Capitol an insurrection? Did Trump participate or give aid and comfort to the enemies of the Constitution under Section 3? These are contentious questions of constitutional interpretation. Oh, where do we interpret the Constitution? All state and federal officials are sworn to uphold the Constitution, but today we're accustomed to having the judiciary and ultimately the Supreme Court resolve tough constitutional questions. And that's why if this is brought up and if they continue down this road, the question of if Trump performed insurrection or that that he led a fundamental attack on the Constitution, it's going to be defined by the Supreme Court. And that's why they're going to see this as complete Democrat rhino jackassery, and it's going to be dismissed. That you watch, they won't let this. They see, everyone knows what this is. This is still election interference by people who hate Trump. And this is the best thing that they have going. And it should encourage you that they're just this desperate and stupid and wrong, because it shows they don't have anything to hold on to. The truth is a B, in short, and you don't get to manipulate your way around it for long. This won't stick. Trump is in good hands and free, still rock solid. He's still going to win in 24. You guys all, if you want to stick together here, you got to subscribe. You got to click thumbs up, leave a comment. Let us know you're there. Are you there? Will you ever support Christie again? Say yes if you'll support him, and no way Christie or no way Krispy Kreme in the comments below. I'm Doug in Exile.